guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we were to talk about all of my August reads. I read quite a lot this month, which I didn't realize until I literally just started pulling them out. But I did read a lot of physical books, and then I do have some audiobooks as well to talk about, so yeah. First, we're going to be talking about I started the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I read City of Bones and City of Ashes this month. Oh my god. I love these books so much. I'm gonna look at my computer for the ratings, but I gave City of Bones, which is the first book in the series, a 4.5 stars, and then City of Ashes a 4. But basically these books are about our main character, Claire Frey, which basically she gets introduced to this Shadowhunter world, which is the whole world Cassandra Clare writes about. And basically she gets introduced to these people. She basically gets introduced to this world by Jace, Isabel, and Alec, which are all Shadowhunters. So basically these Shadowhunters can fight down and kill these demons, I guess, or yeah. And then she also has this best friend, Simon, which he's probably my favorite character of this whole series so far. I love him so much. I think he's literally just the most perfect comedy release side character, and I feel so bad for him throughout the series because he really just gets the bad end of these books, and it's really sad. Anyway, so yeah, these were the first two books I read this month. Then we have The 1000th Floor by Katharine McKee. I actually didn't know I read this month. I thought it was last month, but I did indeed really enjoy this one. This is I think it's a trilogy, maybe it's just a duology. Basically, I gave this one a 4 stars. I did really enjoy it. I love the found family. I loved just how many characters we got in these books. Basically, this one is about if we were in the future of New York City 100 years in the future, and we were just following this building, which is the 1000th floor skyscraper, and there's just so many secrets, so much drama. This is just a rich person drama basically, and it's so good. highly recommend this one. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be reading the second one very soon. Then I read Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. I don't have the physical book of this one because I listened to it on an audiobook, but I give this one a 3 stars. I really liked it the whole time. I did think it was kind of slow paced. I did not guess the plot twist at the end. I thought it was very interesting, and I actually loved how the book ended. I think that's why the rating was so high. But the whole time in the book I was like, okay, 2.5, maybe 2 stars. But after the ending I was just like, wow, like it's actually a happy ending, and I actually liked it. Kind of. I don't know. I don't really know if it was happy or something, but I just really liked the ending of this book, and I thought it was so interesting. So definitely recommend this one. It's definitely a great thriller. Basically, it's about our main characters, and technically they have the perfect marriage. They look perfect on the inside and out. Yeah, I really don't know how to explain this book other than it's basically just a regular thriller. It's definitely very dark, I feel like, so definitely check trigger warnings before you read it, but I think I really liked it, so yeah. Then I also listened to The 5 People We Meet in Heaven. This is a book that I got recommended to me by Jack Edwards. I really love his videos. I think he just reads the most interesting reads, and I love it so much. But basically, I gave this book 5 stars. I really enjoyed it one. I thought this storyline was so good, and I thought the character in this book, our main character, was just so interesting, and his past and his future. I just love the storyline of this book. I really loved it. And then I'm gonna skip a few books, but I did read The Next Person You Meet in Heaven, which is the second book in this like duology, I guess. I don't know. They kind of intertwine. Like our main character in the first book is seen in the second book. Definitely recommend them reading them both. But I didn't love the other one as much. I gave the other one 4 stars just because, I don't know, I just didn't love the main character as much as I did in the first book because they're different main characters. But I did cry both of these books very hard and very sad. I just really love these books. Definitely recommend those ones. I'm gonna literally start crying if I think about it. Oh my god. Okay, next we read Dance of Thieves, which by Mary E. Pearson. I read this book for a video that should be coming out mid-September-ish. But yeah, I annotated this book, if you can see that, I don't know, but I really love this book. I gave it a 5 stars. Basically, it's about our 2 main characters, where we have 2 characters. We follow Kazai. I honestly have no idea, but basically she is this soldier for the queen, and then we have Chase, which basically he is going to start ruling over this empire, I guess, after his dad died. And I don't know, I just loved the storyline of this one. I definitely loved the first 30% of this book way more than like the last 70-ish pages, or 70-ish percent, but I did really love it. It has just so many things in this book that I think about all the time, and there is a second book in the series, Vow of Thieves, which I cannot wait to read because this one ends on a way that you just kind of need to read the next one. So yeah, take that with what you will, but I really love this book. Definitely one of my new favorite fantasy books right now, which is crazy thing. Then we also have Once a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I also read this for the same video as Dance of Thieves, but I really enjoyed this one. I think it was just the storyline that got it for me. Just basically our main character, Evangeline Fox, she makes this deal with Jack of Hearts, which is basically this fate. So he has like magical powers, and he can basically stop things from happening and just change things with his powers. And she finds out, Evangeline, she finds out that her boyfriend, I think, yeah, is going to be marrying someone else, and she's like, oh my god, what? So she goes to the Jack of Hearts and asks him to stop the wedding, and that's what he does. And I'm just gonna leave that there because it's so much more than that. I love this book so much. I love Jax. I thought his attitude was just hilarious, and I think this book was just, it just definitely did something for me that I was like so in love with it. It's such a magical book, and I think that's what I love so much about this book. Basically, I gave this book a 4 stars. I really loved it, but people say that they love the second book more because this is going to be a trilogy. The 3rd book comes out in a few months, I think. I don't actually know, but I'm definitely excited to read the second one very soon. And then we have Sadie by Courtney Summers. I finished this one a few days ago. It was also for the video that I filmed, but I really did enjoy this one. I think it was, yeah, I give this a book 4 stars. It was very emotional and very just hard to read sometimes. I don't know, it was very emotional. Basically, it's about Sadie, our main character. Her little sister got killed, but we actually don't know how until later on in the book. But we follow her. Basically, she runs away to try to find the killer. It goes through these really devastating things, and it's really sad. But yeah. And then we also follow this podcast. It's called The Girls. Basically, he's trying to find out where Sadie went because she just kind of disappeared. She just said peace out. and he's just trying to find Sadie, basically, and it's so sad. And it's this ending, oh my god, I will be thinking about this ending for literally months. Honestly, I don't know what to think about this book other than go read it. I don't know, I really loved it, but I don't know if I would recommend it. That made no sense. Okay, anyways, next. Then I read The Stranger in the Lifeboat by Mitch Albom, which is also the author from the other two audiobooks I read before. But oh my gosh, I really love this one as well. I did this one at 4.5 stars. Definitely really love the storyline, and oh my god, the plot twist at this end of this book as well. Oh my god, his writing is so good, and I cannot wait to read more of his books. But I also listened to this one, but if I didn't already said that, I really enjoyed this one as well. Basically, it is about our main characters. We have a group of people that, honestly, it was giving Titanic the whole time. Basically, it's about this really expensive ship that got blown up, or that's how we thought that's what happened. I don't know, but basically there was these five, I don't know if it was five survivors, but there was a bunch of survivors, and they got in this lifeboat together, and we just follow their journey. It's really interesting. And then we also follow people on the land, and it's just so good. I just did not guess anything about this book as well. I just thought his plot twists are so good, and I love his writing, and his storylines are so unique, and I definitely recommend his books, like, so much. Anyways, that is, oh no, we also have one more. I also read the I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I actually listened to this one as well. Oh my goodness, I literally cried so much in this book because it's so heartbreaking what she had to go through. Basically, it's a memoir, by the way, if you didn't know. Basically, we just went through all of her things that she happened in her past, and you will get the title of this book once you realize what happened in the book. It's so heartbreaking, honestly. But basically, we follow Jeanette's childhood as a young Disney actor, or no, as a young Nickelodeon actor, and it's just really heartbreaking, and it's still really sad. It really is. Honestly, I just cannot stop thinking about this book. I don't actually rate memoirs because I think it's just strange to rate someone's life. So yeah, but I definitely recommend reading it because I think it has a lot of important messages. I'm enjoying it so far. I would give it like a 3 stars right now. I'm like maybe 60% done with it. I'm really enjoying it, but it's reminding me a lot of The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ward. This book, just the same, like, it reminds me a lot of their characters. Like, I feel like it's so many of the similar characters, and it's really creeping me out how similar these books are, and I'm not liking that because I actually hated Ruth Ward. I actually hated The Turn of the Key. It was just really slow, and I hated the storyline, and the fact that these are so similar, it's making me hate this book too. But this one's definitely better than this one. I do not recommend this one. Yeah. But I probably will put this in my September wrap up, just telling you more about this book and what I actually thought of it, because obviously I'm not done yet. But I don't know, I have mixed feelings. But yeah, that's all of the books I read this month. I'm so happy with my reading book this month. I thought it was really good, and I definitely got, like, we have some really good thrillers, we have some really good fantasy. I need 5 stars. definitely recommend so many of these books, but probably my most recommended one is Dance of Thieves and The Five People We Meet in Heaven. But like these two books, we love them. We love them. So yeah, I hope you guys love this video, and if you did, then like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.